By way of orienting the incoming commander, it's important to note that the NCTC was established by a presidential directive which appointed Maj Gen Richard Otto as the first commandant of the center in 1213. The establishment of NCTC by His Excellency was in line with the national strategies that are aimed at preventing and countering the scourge of terrorism, violent extremism. It also supports other international and regional protocols, East African Community, IGAD, AU, and the UN on prevention of violent extremism. The National Counterterrorism Centre is responsible to the Chief of Defence Forces for national and international counterterrorism efforts. The Centre promotes coordination among the regional and international counterterrorism centres in combating the threat of terrorism. The Centre brings together all national security actors that are critical in counterterrorism efforts, in addition to counterterrorism agencies. Today is a special day and an emotional day filled with a heart full of gratitude as I officially hand over the office of NCTC and take my salute after 4 complete decades of service in the mighty UPDF. It has always been said that service to the nation is the rent we pay for the space we occupy on earth. In this regard, therefore, I am humbled to have, and I have no doubt in my mind, that I have paid that rent through the 4 decades of loyalty and sacrifice to my country. I must comment that these 4 decades have been a journey of sacrifice, resilience, and witnessed our forces grow strong and stronger, and we continue to grow stronger, more professional, and more committed. But I must comment and emphasize that through teamwork and discipline, we have made our country stronger, and that we should maintain that spirit. Now, as I hand over the mantle today, I do so with confidence and faith in the team that remains behind. And I have confidence in my successor, who now takes on this noble responsibility. I have no doubt in my successor, especially in this field where we are handling this existential threat of terrorism, where we have worked together for so many years when we were still at CMI. So that's why I have all the confidence. And I wish that we remember the words of one Thomas Jefferson, who said that the price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Therefore, our fight against terrorism is a shared responsibility. I emphasize that it's a shared responsibility, and it's not a job. It is a sacred duty to protect the lives and future of Ugandans. Now, to the younger generation of officers, as elders who have served for 4 decades, allow me to leave you with these few words of wisdom. Discipline is a bridge between goals and accomplishment, so never compromise discipline. And leadership is not about rank, but responsibility. So lead by example and serve selflessly. As I conclude, sir, I wish to extend my deepest gratitude to the Commander-in-Chief, the CDF, the entire UPDF leadership, my colleagues and staff, for your unwavering guidance, support, and trust. You have been my strength and my family in uniform. for God and my country. Brigadier General Dominic, Outgoing, Commandant, NCTC.
Sir, I'm Brigadier General Caesar Innocent Bahwezi, the General Officer taking over the office of the Commandant, National Counterterrorism Centre, today on 7th August 2025. Indeed, as already expressed, today is a special day when the outgoing Commandant Brigadier General Dominic Gomwe is honorably handing over such an important office. And this is a new legacy in the professionalization process of our national security system. Indeed, as already expressed, today is a special day when the outgoing Commandant Brigadier General Dominic Gomwe is honorably handing over such an important office. And this is a new legacy in the professionalization process of our national security system. You know how it used to happen. Regimes would go with everything, then we start afresh. Another regime goes, we start afresh. But at least now, there is a sense of continuity, especially through handovers and takeovers. I also look forward to emulating the same, God willing. And on this point, I quote one Greek philosopher, Heraclitus of Ephesus, who avers that there is nothing permanent on the universe except change. This is encapsulated in the phrase, of course it is a Greek phrase called, read as pantarei, meaning everything flows. And the idea that the only constant is change, nothing else. So I sincerely and heartily thank him for the rent he paid for the space he occupied in the 4 decades of service. I thank you very much. Foremost, I thank the Almighty God for enabling us serve our country, Uganda, this far. It's not near, it has been far. And particularly for granting me life and the enormous successes that have climaxed to today's event. Secondly, I deeply gratify the strategic leadership of Uganda, particularly the Commanding-in-Chief, the CDF, the Deputy CDF, the entire Ministry of Defense and UPDF leadership, the Internal Affairs leadership, the Foreign Affairs leadership, the President's Office, and all the other stakeholders in countering terrorism. Firstly, for granting me the opportunity and picking on me to take up the mantle. And secondly, for keeping the counterterrorism fire burning since inception. Lastly, I may be new in this very office of National Counterterrorism Centre, but I'm not new in countering terrorism, as most of you may well be aware, or you have even already commented. So on this note, therefore, I reaffirm and pledge my commitment to ensuring coordination and cooperation with all stakeholders in countering terrorism. On this note, I pledge my total commitment to a continued dedicated service and to letting loose my purpose-filled potential from God, and do declare that when God is with us, we will do it. I humbly accept taking over the mantle and look forward to further strategic guidance and cooperation from all stakeholders. Thank you for listening, and God bless you. The struggle continues.
This meeting today the handover is mainly to formalize how we do things in UPDF, and also to witness the transfer of authority from General Dom to General Innocent, and also the responsibility, and it's part of the accountability. There are people who do not like accountability. Accountability is about transparency. Everything was done here under the camera. You hand it over office equipment, you read the report loud and clear, and that is it. And these officers were given opportunity to respond, and all their comments were very, very positive. So that's the way to go. The country is peaceful. The country is very, very peaceful, and as you are aware, the Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda Peoples Defence Forces, none other than His Excellency the President, his top priority is security. And 38 years in government is not, you cannot just take it for granted. Security is number one. Security for the country, of our people and their properties. So understand the origin of this center from the president. And yet there are other institutions who are handling the same thing. I have it, counterterrorism. Police has it. Prison, they have it. ISO. So why duplication? Why all this? Is it wastes of resources or what? No. So look at that, the strategic intent. And once you have understood it, then that's the way to go. So this is not about the military, it's about the government focal center. So this center was established to coordinate the counterterrorism efforts at the national level, regional and international. And I'm happy that you're doing well amidst all these other challenges. So General, I really want to recognize your exemplary services. As an outgoing commandant, you have really served. And I don't want to repeat what these other members have already said during your time in office. As the commander of this center, what I've seen is that you have strengthened the interagency cooperation and the coordination, and that is very good, especially on collaboration of on counterterrorism. And then you have also improved on intelligence coordination with these other agencies. And then you also successfully executed the key counterterrorism operations and the trainings. And this is very, very important. And then to enhance the capacity of the center. So I really want to thank you for that. And then for General Caesar, good enough, this is your baby. You are once handling counterterrorism, although it was at a smaller level. But this one now you look at the whole nation, how to coordinate with others, with my office, and then remember, CDF is your boss. So I wish you well in doing this. I expect you to bring new ideas, to bring your wealth of experience, especially when you serve in these other places, and then the strategic insight, and then you'll provide a strong leadership. So you're inheriting a center of strategic importance because of that national factor. And remember, there is also trust. Sometimes you don't just appoint somebody because he's a general. There must be trust, because this is about security. So I believe you will do what it takes, given you are confident and ability to carry this mantle forward, to ensure that you consolidate the achievements which were brought by General Dominic. Consolidation means you keep them, you don't destroy them, and then you start from where you stop to bring new achievements. One of the achievements of leadership is continuity. What are you going to continue with from where you stop? And that is it. But I don't expect any bad thing that will happen. So this has been witnessed by these officers. I thank them for their time. I thank all of them for coming. And just like I said before, this has been one of the most very simple and successful handovers I've seen.